What's going on, guys? It's your boy Kev. We're back again with another video. I've been riding the FXR around and I've been noticing that my carburetor just isn't tuned 100% the way it should be. It's a Mikuni HSR 45. I've been noticing that I get a little bit of a surging, a little sputter right off of idle. I think it's either the pilot jet or the needle jet, but I figured today would be a good excuse to use AI to tune my carburetor and see how well it can do. So I'll throw in some clips of the last ride we did where it was sputtering and stuff. I'll try to cut up some of that. Right there. Let's get right into it. I'm gonna pop the carb off and we'll dial it in, see what ChatGPT as well as Grok says. We also got a nice ghost blue raspberry Sour Patch Kid. Mighty fine. All right. So I'm just gonna prop my tank up, make sure my gas is off. I've already cleaned the fuel filter. I was messing around with this last night again, and I decided, you know what? I need to make some videos so we can make a couple bucks. Normally you want to do this in like a science fair project. You want to change one thing at a time. I know that my bike ran way worse when I went to this smaller pilot jet. The symptoms I was getting is, substantially worse. When I went to the smaller pilot jet, because I believe that's the 22.5 that's in there right now. And I also think I need to make the needle jet a little bit more rich, but that could also be a symptom of the accelerator pump. Honestly, I think Grok is the one I'm going to use. I ran it through Grok the other day just to see what it was saying. And it's the only one that acknowledged the presence of an accelerator pump. So ChatGPT, I guess, doesn't care that there's an accelerator pump, which is a valuable portion or a valuable piece of information that we need to know to do these carburetors. So in reality, should have done this before I popped the bowl off, but here we are. Got ourselves a carburetor. Let's go over jets and such. So the big one, that's your main. That right there is your pilot jet, and that hole right there is your accelerator pump. That's your fuel shutoff needle, which I'm gonna double check to make sure that's all good, because it does seem a little low. And then that's your enrichener circuit. And then up under here in this top cover is the needle. Probably just gonna do a quick little cleaning of all of this, make sure everything's good. And then we're gonna ask ChatGPT and Grok, probably just Grok, what jets I should be running with a 103, with the HSR 45, and yeah. Once I get these jets out of here, and I'll write them down, and then we're gonna go into the computer, because for some reason Grok won't download on my phone. We're gonna go into the computer, write out what they say, the AI thinks we should be running, compare it to what we are running right now, run their setup, and just pray for the best so I don't have to do this again, even though it's not that difficult. And this is like the 5th time I've taken this carb off since I put the bike back together. I really just want it to run perfectly. I plan on riding it in like 2 hours, if that. So let's get this done really quick. Main, it's saying 180 to 185. Pilot, it's saying 25 to 30. Needle, 97 needle in the 3rd groove from the top, which is where I'm at. Accelerator pump nozzle, 70 to a 75. And yeah, so it says initial setups. I guess what we're gonna run, I don't wanna go all the way up to a 30 pilot jet. I mean, I think 180 for a main is pretty damn big. I'm at 170 right now, that feels fine. I might go up to a 180, but the main's easy to change out once everything's put together. So what we're gonna run is we're gonna go in between the 25 and 30 on the main jet or the pilot jet. We're gonna go 27 and a half. We're gonna keep the jet needle in the same spot, and we will go up to the 70 for the accelerator pump because that 60 is what's in it right now. So that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna do the needle first. It's a 97 needle. 97 or 98? Yeah, 97 needle. I do have a 98, which is leaner. When you do this, you wanna make sure it actually goes into the emulsion tube. Been there, done that. All right, so we're gonna lock this in. I believe it's this one. All right, needle's in. I really hope that AI knows something that I don't. I really hope that this works out better because I'm sick and tired of screwing around with the carburetor. But I was thinking that I was running lean, and it pops and sputters like right off of the grip, eighth throttle. Like in between eighth and a quarter, it sputters, which I've been getting all kinds of mixed reviews. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know a whole lot about Mikuni carburetors. And when I put this on there, when I bought this setup years ago, I was just very naive. And I was like, oh, well, I want the best of the best. I want the best stuff. Yeah. Should have stuck with what I know, what I'm the most confident in. Not confident, but the most competent in. We're gonna run 170 because I can't find a 175 main. But my real issue was on. My real issue was only on like that low throttle application. So I think we should be fine. And again, do as I say, not as I do. I'm reusing the bowl gasket because I don't have another one. Watch this thing just run like absolute garbage and I have to start all over again. Wouldn't be the first time. I tell you what, man, these Mikunis, like when they're running good, they're running good. But when they're not, dude, it's like tuning them, it's weird because it's like I've tuned Mikunis on dirt bikes my whole life. It's so much easier on a single cylinder. I don't know why I have such a problem with the V-twin with it on a Harley, you know, but we're going for gold here, man. Honestly, if this doesn't work out, I think it's all in the needle position. But who knows, because I've changed so much shit. Now we're ready to go back together. Gonna have to adjust where the squirter is. Yep, hits right at the needle, which is what I wanted. Okay, let's put this thing back on. Change the O-ring on this accelerator pump. You can get these kits off of Amazon, and it's a genuine Mikuni kit. And the problem is that I could not find a kit for a 45. I could only find a kit for a 42, which is fine. It just doesn't go all the way up for the main jets. I believe the pilot jets stay the same in both kits. And also, the needles are not the same. So if you have a 45 and you buy a kit for a 42, the needles are different part numbers. They will not work. They're a completely different profile, apparently, than what I'm used to. Also, the accelerator pump just pops in. All right, she's all the way in. That was a bear. Okay, and we are going to a 27.5 on the pilot. See, I ran the 25, it was good. but it could have been better. And I'll even say it was okay. So that's the 22 and a half. It's going in there and just double check. 27 and a half genuine Mikuni jets. And look, man, if you guys have any advice, you've done a carb swap on a 103, let me know in the comments below, because this bike has never ran exactly how I wanted it to, you know? So it's like, it's always like needed a little more. Here goes nothing. Probably still going to drop out a little bit, and I think that's a problem with the Thunderheart that's on it, the ignition system. Slight hesitation. We're ready to ride it. So I'm gonna throw the bolts back in the tank, put on my helmet. I'm gonna go see if this runs any better than it was. So we used Grok AI to adjust the jetting on my Mikuni HSR 45, and I am genuinely impressed with how close it is. I mean, it was very similar to the direction I thought I needed to go in. But yeah. Warms up quick. Yeah, so it warms up quick. I mean, it pulls really well. Everything about it is pretty dang solid. It's got a little hiccup, but I don't know if I need to adjust the needle up or down for that, or if I need to adjust my air screws some more. I mean, there's a lot of different things it really could become. Not really become, but it really could be. But every time I shift, she bumps into the back of my helmet. But it is what it is. So yeah, honestly, Grok AI, I compared it to what ChatGPT said, and they're very similar on their findings. But the thing about ChatGPT is it mentioned nothing about the accelerator pump, and Grok listed like sources it had found. So I mean, is it dead on? No. Is it the best it's been in a long time? Yes, which is pretty sweet. Can it use some fine tuning? Absolutely. But I mean, as far as a conclusion, I would say for a good starting point, especially on a bike like this, where not very many people are running the setup I got. That I would say that this is a solid starting point for sure. Grok AI doing the damn thing. I definitely need to clean the air filter as well, which I think should allow for some better running conditions as well. I was gonna keep going, but fire trucks and ambulances, never a good sign. I mean, it pulls though, it pulls pretty damn hard. I think it pulls great. It's no surging like it was doing, so that's pretty cool. It was surging really bad in like third, fourth, fifth gear, cruising around this throttle position, about quarter throttle. But Grok and ChatGPT, they got it dialed pretty close, and I cannot complain. But yeah, so I would honestly say if you're having trouble tuning a carburetor, and you can't really get a good idea off of the internet, I guess, the forums and things like that, because this is a very specific, I mean, who puts a carburetor on a 103 twin cam? I mean, unless it's a custom application, it's you know, it's very niche. So it's like, I mean, I don't know what to say. The Grok AI and ChatGPT, solid choice if you plan on running a custom application. You don't know what to do for your jetting